Hey everyone, welcome back for another deep dive.
Excited to be here.
We usually dig into books and movies and stuff, but
Right.
this time I thought we'd try something a little different.
Okay.
So we're going to unpack some song lyrics,
Cool. Cool.
and we're not talking about any old love ballad. We're diving headfirst into Werewolf Moon by Kurt Holes.
Oh, interesting choice.
Oh,
I can already tell this is going to be good.
it's dark, it's kind of eerie, but it really makes you think.
Definitely.
So buckle up because we're about to explore how this song uses the whole werewolf thing, not just as like a scary story, but as
Yeah.
this really powerful metaphor for like duality, fear, and that whole thing about finding the humanity in something that seems kind of monstrous.
I'm with you. I think what's really interesting about Werewolf Moon and using a song for this is the way Kurt Holes takes this myth, right? This werewolf myth, and he uses it to get at these really complex emotions. And these themes, they resonate in a way that maybe a straight up story wouldn't. It hits differently.
It totally does. And for me, the line that just grabs you right away, the one that keeps coming back again and again in the song is, "Show me the man."
Yeah.
It's like this desperate plea, it just
Right.
gets under your skin.
It does, and it really gets at that core conflict, that
Mhm.
duality that's kind of, baked into the whole werewolf myth.
Hmm?
Like we see this idea everywhere in literature, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde,
Yeah.
Beauty and the Beast even. That internal struggle, right? Like this push and pull between two opposite forces, the light and the shadow inside all of us. I mean, we might not be werewolves running around, but we all deal with that in our own way, don't we?
Absolutely. Like that angel and devil on your shoulder. Right. Trying to make a decision, trying to be better.
Exactly.
It's funny because sometimes the decisions that seem right, well-intentioned,
Oh, yeah.
they can lead to some pretty messed up places.
Absolutely. Like the
Uh,
road to hell is paved with good intentions, right?
That's it. And I think that's part of what's so cool about the song. It's like Kurt Holes, he doesn't just keep this conflict all internal, just in the werewolf's head. He makes it visceral. You get this crazy, vivid picture of the transformation. Eyes glow like embers, claws sharp like daggers. It's chillin', man.
It really is. He's a master at blending those really intense details with this, like, primal fear of the unknown. It's like we're wired to be drawn to what scares us, fascinated by what we don't get.
Oh, 100%. Like, why else do we love monster movies so much?
Right. Exactly. There's a thrill in it.
Totally. It's like being on a roller coaster.
Yes.
Your heart's racing, you're maybe a tiny bit terrified, but you can't wait to go again. But getting back to the song, there's this other layer, right? Amid all the fear and those intense images, there's this question that just hangs there. Is there love or ill illusion? Like, is there still some piece of the human, of the man, that the song keeps asking for, left in this creature? Or is it just gone, lost to the beast?
Ooh, that is the million-dollar question, isn't it? And what I think is so brilliant is that he leaves it open-ended. It's not some neat little fairy tale. He's making us confront the possibility that there are no easy answers. Sometimes, maybe the darkness just wins. And sometimes, maybe even in the heart of that darkness, there's still that flicker of something human.
Man, that's heavy. So, okay, we've got this internal duality thing going on, then the fear and the fascination with the unknown, and this like desperate search for humanity in the face of something that looks monstrous. But, like, what's the takeaway for us listening to this? What does this all mean for our everyday lives? How do we apply this?
That's the question this song really forces us to ask, isn't it? How often are we encountering our own versions of the werewolf? And maybe it's not a literal monster, right? Maybe it's someone who seems intimidating or different, someone who challenges us in a way that makes us uncomfortable. And maybe it's easier to label them, to push them away, than to actually try to understand them.
It's way easier to judge than to understand, right?
Right. But the real challenge, I think, is to look beyond the surface, to search for that, for lack of a better term, for that man within, even especially when it's difficult.
That's powerful stuff. And you know what? I think that's the perfect note to end on.
It really is.
So, to everyone listening, thanks for joining us for this deep dive. And as always,
Keep those brains working.
keep those brains working. Think about it.
Yeah.
What werewolf masks are we encountering out there in the world? And will we have I don't know, the guts, the compassion to look past that and see what's underneath?
That's something to chew on.
It really is. Until next time.